Hey guys, Brad here with a brand new episode. It is me, the mic, and the camera sharing another theory, some more thoughts on this awesome industry that is the hospitality industry. And I wanted to hop on today to share an idea that I was privy to and just learned about. I guess it's not new to me, or maybe not to you either, but just the way it was taught to me and the way I heard it, it really resonated. And I thought, you know what? This is something that we can use in our industry and can use to help our industry move forward. So the idea I got from a guy named Dave Nixon. Dave's down in Australia. He has a podcast called Mood Prep. Dave is a fitness coach, but also just a fantastic coach, period. And his content that he shares is applicable to life as much as it is to fitness. And it also is very applicable to business as well. And one thing he was talking about, and the reason I wanted to hop on today and chat about this was um, leadership in our industry and how imperative it is, but not just leadership, it's also how we lead. And what he talks about in regards to coaching or leading, he talks about the theory of pacing and then teaching, or pacing and then leading. And what he means by that and what this theory means is, first, we need to fully understand as leaders where our students or where our clients or where our coworkers or where our team is at. Which means if I ask someone, one of my clients, to make sure that their hospitality is thriving, I don't know what that means to them. So I need to make sure that I'm pacing them, that I understand when I say hospitality, that we're talking the same language. If you're in a kitchen, you're asking someone to move quicker, their version of quicker may be a lot different than your version of quicker. So the idea of pacing our students or pacing our team is we need to understand where they are at, what they're understanding our words to mean. And until then, we can't actually lead them. And it's like the cliche, but again, cliches are cliches for a reason. It's like the cliche, first seek to understand, then seek to be understood. So we cannot lead in any industry, in any relationship, in any business, anything without understanding our clients, without understanding our team. So be very, very clear when you are working with an individual that you understand where they're coming from. What is their mindset? What are their goals? What are their visions? And what I've learned, I guess subconsciously, but now a little more consciously, that is really how my consulting business is different, I feel, is because I deal with the person first. It isn't necessarily my ideals, my visions, and my goals that I have for their business that's important. It is their visions, their ideals, their goals that is the real key to us moving forward. So I need to pace my clients, meaning understand where they are at before I can lead them at all. And that's something as well that I'm learning as I go. And I think any good leader in any business, in any industry, really has to comprehend that before we can seek to have people understand us, we need to understand where they are coming from. Now, I know in this industry, we talk about it far too often that there's only so much time in the day to do all of these things, from bookkeeping to hiring to firing to hiring again to training, retraining, ordering, executing service, all of those things. But I really argue and challenge the industry regularly to think and act a little bit differently. So, what is the cost of us not pacing? What is the cost of us not understanding where our team is at, not understanding where our customers are at? What is the cost of not taking time up front to do that, only to later on be, pardon my language, but bit in the ass? What is the cost of that? So can we, as leaders in this industry, as people of influence, can we spend more time pacing, understanding the people we're working with, understanding the industry, having those conversations, facilitating more understanding, and then lead? That's where I think the big difference and the quantum leaps will happen in this space when we take more time to understand that person that just started working with us and they're on the pasta station, and I don't know if they actually have a desire to be here and be working. I don't know if they actually have a desire to thrive in this industry. I don't know if they have a desire to open their own place one day. All of these things are very, very important intel that we should know as leaders, and then we can truly lead them. And without that knowledge, without that base knowledge, we're really challenged to get the most out of them and then also get the most for our business. So, leaders of the industry, whether you are a sous chef, a chef, a manager, a general manager, anything that is a leadership role in this industry, I ask of you to have the mindset of pacing, understanding, and then leading. So when you're asking someone to move quicker, make sure you understand what their version of quicker is first, and then begin to lead them. Challenge yourself to think differently in this industry and watch the industry change around you for the better. I'm intrigued to know what you guys think about pacing and leading, if it's something you guys currently do in your restaurants, if it's something you want to see done in your restaurants, but aren't really sure how to initiate it. If that's the case, you know where to reach out to me. It's brad@bradbodnerchuk.com. I appreciate you guys supporting this podcast. It has been an amazing journey so far as we are past 1 year, and we are getting ready next week for episode 100. I can't believe it. Special episode that I recorded a few months ago with my brother-in-law interviewing me and giving more context to my story and why this all exists. But in the meantime, reach out, engage with me, ask questions in the community as well. Ask your neighbors how they pace, how they lead, and if they are taking time for that. And I promise you, if there are businesses out there that are doing that, taking time to understand and then lead, those are the businesses that are going to be thriving and truly leading this industry to where it needs to be and needs to go. Thank you guys again for tuning in. You know what to do. Next week, a brand new episode on Wednesday drops, episode 100. But until that time, be good and do good. I'm out.